Hello and good morning. Welcome back to Mendes and Melendres. As always, it's a pleasure to be here and thank you for tuning in. Today, we bring you an important topic that needs to be addressed. If you may, Melendres.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to talk about a crisis that has fallen upon us. What was once a thriving landscape now slowly withers away around the world. Each year seems to lose more and more land than we could recover.
And as a whole, we are facing threats such as droughts, hurricanes, and unpredictable weather, leaving millions without food and water, threatening lives and livelihoods. This is a reality of changing climate and it's impacting us more than ever before.
But what are these crises that we talk about? Well, droughts, hurricanes, food, and water insecurity all have a common factor. The common factor is climate change.
Well, the big question is how much does climate change really affect us? How does it affect our food and water? How does it cause destruction with hurricanes and typhoons? To tell us more about these causes of these devastating natural disasters, we would like to welcome two wonderful scientists who are well versed on the matter.
Thank you for having me here on Men's and Melendres. As many of you already know, droughts and hurricanes have been a natural phenomenon for thousands of years, but over the last 150 years they have increased significantly. The annual research production in drought-related research thus exhibited a 7.87% annual growth rate during this period from 1861 to 2019. You may be asking yourself, why has this annual increase been occurring? To answer that, warmer temperatures enhance evaporation, which reduces surface water and dries out soil and vegetation. This makes periods with low precipitation drier than they would be in cooler conditions. However, droughts aren't the only change we have seen. There has also been an average increase in stronger hurricanes as well. Climate change is responsible for warming the oceans and atmosphere. As a result of this, these warmer conditions can make those hurricanes that do form even more intense, with potentially higher wind speeds, heavier rainfall, and a greater risk of coastal flooding. I would like to introduce my colleague to explain how these phenomena can affect water and food scarcity.
Thank you so much for having me. As effects continue to happen to the ocean, changes arise on land. With the unusual behavior in the environment, we have seen loss of water and land availability. The disasters mentioned by my colleague have caused destruction to many agricultural lands, such as this one, and destroyed freshwater areas that are used for agriculture and sustainability of life. 70% of Earth is covered in water, yet 97% of that water is salt. Water with high salinity is not able to be used for agriculture nor consumption. This is a problem because the waste of fresh water decreases the productivity of farmers, this making them unable to harvest and produce food for stores.
Okay. That's very interesting. I didn't know such events could be so connected. One piece of the environment falls and the rest follow along or receive a type of effect. You mentioned many of the effects and negatives that have been introduced, but is there any way that we are able to combat these changes?
Right. Is there any way we can reverse these effects or bring them back to normal? Yes, there are things we can do, but for the most part, there's nothing that can be done to restore the environment as it was thousands and thousands of years ago. As much of a dream as it would be to achieve something like that, it is not possible because of the damages that we as a community around the world have done. But please don't let this discourage others. We can slow down the process, and someone that is more suited for this is my colleague.
Thank you. Being able to slow down more damage to the environment requires immediate action. Me and others have tried to find solutions for the intensifying droughts and hurricanes. One solution that we have determined may slow the process of droughts is water conservation. This is one of the easiest steps we can take to help mitigate the impacts of drought by conserving water, and everyone can take a part in it. If we use water wisely at all times, more water will be available to us and to plants and wildlife when a drought does happen. We have also thought of a possible solution for these stronger hurricanes. The first thing on our to-do list is cutting carbon pollution. Switching to cleaner energy sources like wind, solar, and hydropower can slow the warming of our atmosphere and oceans, reducing the intensity of storms. But we can't do it alone. International cooperation is crucial to getting countries on board with reducing carbon pollution and investing in clean energy to keep temperatures from rising any further and hurricanes from getting any worse.
Heard, it is important to take into account that in order to prevent these natural disasters from intensifying, we as people must take into action as a whole because it takes all of us to realize these solutions. Thank you for coming onto the show. It's been a pleasure, and thank you for informing us about these dangers and hazards. As for you guys, thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time.